Question for Sat Shree and Satchmayi.
I was wondering.
I have several persons that I feel devoted to. This is at the moment a bit confusing for me. Do I have to make a choice?
How lucky are you, Julie, to have several sources of devotion? May you have 7 billion sources of devotion. May you be overtaken by all the sources of devotion that arise in your life. What a blessing. The secret of devotion is to experience devotion. The devotion is not bound to an outer form. It's obviously your devotion with or without the outer form. And if it's one form or 10 forms, the character of devotion is diffused from one who's devotional. Now, devotion itself is an experience of immediacy with a truth, but it is not in itself evolutionary. That means it doesn't further unless there's a purpose or a discernment. So what is furthering? Well, then there's the other side of devotion, which is jnana, the knowledge of the Supreme, the knowledge of that self-contained absolute principle that lives you in all existence. So we can convert devotion into a direct, immediate relationship with that absolute truth. That was the path I traveled. It's the path that I am still traveling, is that the absolute truth proved to be the source of all devotion. And it was also the one thing that's totally worthy of devotion. We become the closing, the snake eating its tail. We become complete in the devotion when it's targeted. The thing about the Gita is it says there is an outcome. It's not just a state. It's a place of being, a condition of consciousness. It's called the yoga of intellect. That there is a purpose for your devotion. That in the process of your devotion, you're becoming what you're devoted to. It is a very powerful organizing principle. So simultaneously, the experience of devotion is sacred and complete within itself. And its purpose is to move you into relationship with that which you're devoted to. And that same 2 or 3 teachers that you're perhaps devoted to, Julie, one of them do have to be the focus if you wish to attain the highest. Because there's a transition period where we come out of devotion, where there's something we're devoted to, and us experiencing that devotion, to that which we become the object of our devotion. So the more focused we are, the more we choose, the more rapid and clear and focused will be our own evolution in eating our own tail. In a way, devotion is a tale. It's a romantic story, full of pain and longing and anguish. But where does it end? It's when the snake has eaten the whole thing, and all that's left is that. Okay, so there you go. That's it about devotion. If you've got devotion, how blessed are you? Because it will take you. But the way you can collaborate is to use your intelligence and your self-will as an individual and align with that which is pointing to a greater devotion, you might say, something that consumes you, something that starts a fire that makes your life terrible, something that sets in motion true transformation. And it won't be, no longer will there be that you're devoted to and that which is devoted. They will merge. I've traveled that journey. It is the journey.